Hey everyone, it's Brittney from the Pretty Plus, and today I am going to give you an update on my VSG progress. I am 3 weeks post-op today. I had my surgery on February 2nd, 2017 in Indianapolis, Indiana with Dr. John Mandelbaum with St. Francis. My starting weight was 327, that was pre-op. I lost 19 pounds within the 2 weeks before I had my surgery. So my actual starting weight for surgery was 308. I thought it was 303. That was the smallest that I had seen before then. But when I weighed in, day of surgery, I was 308. And I weighed in this morning at 290. So that's like another 18 pounds lost. I am like really indifferent about this because last week I was 289. And then I did that whole thing where I was like, weighing myself too much. Like every day, like multiple times a day. And I got up to like in the middle of the week, I was at like 294. Which is like what I was after 1 week. So it was really weird, and I had always heard of like the 3 week stall, and I was like, that's not going to happen to me. And it really kind of did, and I understand that you're going to have weeks like that, and I understand that it's not like my body like piled on the fat in those few, like in that week. And I know that I'm not eating enough calories for me to be gaining like weight, like actual weight gain. But the thing that I can really think of that would, I was weirded out to have gained weight. And then I thought, you know what? I think that I'm getting ready to have my period next week, which I have never really had regular periods, but I had one about a week before I had my surgery, which was about the 1st or the 2nd is that I had a period, and I've never really had regular periods in my adult life because I have polycystic ovary syndrome, and that's something that I was wanting to heal with the surgery, and I really feel my body feels like I'm getting ready to have a cycle, which is really exciting. I think that I've said it a little bit, but my whole plan with this is to be able to healthily start a family, and I want to be able to have a baby with my husband, and I want to be able to not just have the baby, but be able to be healthy and active with my child. And so I'm really excited about that. I know that most people would be like really bummed out by their weight gain, but if my weight gain is showing me that I'm getting ready to have a cycle, which I really think that it is, I'm all for it. So I know that after a cycle, people say that they lose 5-10 pounds like within that first week. Hope that happens to me. But yeah, I'm in this for the long haul, so it'll happen, and I can't be too mad. It's been a little over a month now. I've lost 37 pounds. That's with my pre-op and my 3 weeks post-op now, so I can't really complain. Another thing that I've noticed is my clothes are fitting so much better. The clothes that were like tight before, that were like, oh, well, it's the biggest size, so I guess that I'll get it anyway, and I hope that I lose a few pounds and it'll fit. Those things are fitting, and the things that were fitting, how I like my clothes, which is like baggy, they're getting too big. So I went and, took a lot of clothing to like a thrift store that buys plus size clothing. And then my weight loss center does a like clothing swap. So the things that thrift shop didn't buy, which is like most of it, I'm going to go ahead and I believe I'm going to take that all to my weight loss center so that other people who have like a higher starting point than me or in bigger sizes can have some nice clothes once they lose some weight, and they do like a swap. So hopefully there are some people who have lost some more weight and I can get into their old clothes, because I'm a shopaholic, believe me, but I don't have the money to just go buy brand new things all the time. So that's exciting. I mean, I haven't taken my measurements since like when I first started my pre-op diet. I think I'm going to do that next week. I think I want to only do it like once a month. And I'll report back with my, like, how many inches I lose and whatnot. But I think that I've lost quite a bit, and people will notice, and my waist is definitely more defined. I looked at my pictures that I took from my, like, my beginning, which I'm calling, like, when I started my pre-op, my beginning, because the few weeks before that I was picking out on everything. So, you know, having a lot of food funerals. But, yeah, so, I don't want to show those, like, every time I come on here and talk, but I'll definitely do some comparison photos along the way, with some measurements. Hopefully, I'll try to do those monthly for you guys. Trying to think of what else. I'm on pureed foods / soft foods. I've not had any issues with anything I've eaten, except for the one time that I think I told you guys about in my previous update video, that I had a really bad reaction to some broth when I was out with my husband at IKEA, actually. And I thought that it was just that I ate way too much, but I really think that it was because there was cauliflower and broccoli in that soup. I didn't eat the cauliflower and broccoli, but the broth obviously had it in there. And I was really sick for hours and hours, but I haven't had a reaction. All meats, cheeses, you know, I've had some like bites of ice cream, like Halo Top ice cream. I had a bite of like skinny ice cream from where is that from? Cold Stone, because I went with one of my best friend's daughters and took her to get ice cream. I'm loving eating at McAllister's right now. They have the spuds and they do like lunch meat on top of them. I really like those, and I get a big old unsweetened tea, and I put a few packets of Splenda in. Love that. And then what's the other place? I'm loving Chick-fil-A, obviously. I can eat like 3 nuggets and like a few pieces of fruit from, like, I just get a kid's meal, and the diet lemonade. Can we talk about the magic that is Chick-fil-A's diet lemonade? What the heck do they put in there that makes it so delicious? I understand that they use like real lemon juice. That's beside the point. That stuff is magical. And so I went there one day. I was running errands and I was an hour away from my house. So I went there, got chicken nuggets, chewed them very well. Don't get on me about that. But I got a diet lemonade, and they only like a little cup, and that takes me a while to drink anyway. But I was like, I have to take this home with me. And so I went back through the drive-thru, like after I went and ran a few more errands, and I asked if I could order it in a gallon, and you can. And I got up to the window, and it was $10.70 for that gallon, and you better believe I still bought it. I have it. It's delicious. It's much better than like the packets of stuff. Really, I've always loved beverages. I've always had soda or juice or something in my hand, and at this point, like, I don't like the artificial type of flavors. It grosses me out. I don't like protein shakes right now. They gross me out. So I'm like sticking to things that I know that I like. Water, milk, Fairlife milk, because I have lactose problems, and that diet lemonade, and like tea that I put sweetener in. That's all I really drink. Yeah, so I'm trying to think what else you guys might want to know. I did a what I eat in a day video, and I'll link that for you guys. If you haven't watched it already, it's still like what I'm eating. I'm really loving my scrambled egg mix that I have in the morning. I have been doing like taco cups for dinner, because I mean, if you like cook up like a pound of beef like you would before, it's gonna make you like a bajillion servings instead of, you know, the 3 or 4 servings. To be honest, sometimes if it's tacos, 2 servings that it would have before. So I'm eating a little at a time, obviously. Still like buying and experimenting with foods. That's just like, I like go to the grocery store. Speaking of, I went to Meijer. If you have a Meijer around you, I suggest going there because they had protein everything. I'm not kidding. They have like, if you like go in the mac and cheese area, they not only have the muscle mac, which I haven't tried yet, but I bought a box of it because my husband loves mac and cheese and he's dining along with me because he's the best. So I bought that as like a treat for when I can start pasta, which is like next week. And they not only had that, but they had like the Horizons organic, they had a protein version of that. They had all these different like pastas that are made from beans and have like 25 grams of protein per serving, and I was just like, this is the best. This is the best place ever. They had so many yogurts, they had all like so many cheeses to choose from. It was a better experience than going to my local like Walmart to shop for food, and in my opinion, about the same as going to like Trader Joe's because they have a lot of organic stuff there if you're really into the organic thing, and it's cheaper and doesn't smell weird like Trader Joe's does. Sorry, I know everyone loves Trader Joe's, but it smells weird in there, okay? But yeah, that's about it. I really don't have much more to update you on. Still haven't been able to do a lot of exercising, but I have been walking a lot every day. Yeah, so if you guys have any questions for me, you can leave them below. I'm happy to interact with you and answer any questions you have. If you're considering the surgery and want to chat with someone who has like a very, very real outtake on the whole thing, let me know. I'm happy to talk. If you want to see more videos like this, give me a thumbs up so I know that you guys liked it. Subscribe if you want to, you know, get my channel sent to your inbox. And yeah, I hope to talk with you guys soon. Bye.